Right. So there was a Native American lady that hit the O up. And she wanted me to talk about some Native American issues. Alright. So I'm about to just bust out a couple quick ones. Stuff I can remember because a lot of Native Americans, they really need to get on the ball with their shit. You guys really need to get on the ball with your shit. Stop asking people to make videos. Stop asking white supremacists to spread awareness. You gotta take some proactive and there's some guys out here doing it. I know this one Native American girl up in Canada. She's been at it for years. Taking up for issues going on in Mexico, United States. She's from Canada. Those the Canadian white supremacists goes hard against Native Americans in Canada. They're like 1950s white supremacists, Alabama level up there. They are not. They're unapologetically anti-Native American in Canada. But yeah, you guys got to get more proactive with your shit. Right now, the Apache have shitloads of oil, and they pay some of those people like $30,000 for that oil a year, $30,000 a year for that oil. They're sitting on like 1 billion barrels. The tribe gets nothing for that oil. You had, I think it's called like Pine Ridge, South Dakota, the Sioux tribe, trying to get some sustainable energy going to generate more revenue because they fuck them over with those casinos. They fuck over almost all the tribes with those casinos because they lock them into these compacts with the local government so that as soon as they start making real money, enough to start really building up and taking land, and because a lot of tribes started buying up a lot of land, then they would just clear it. They'd clear the land and just start rebuilding the way it used to look before the white people came. And that pissed off a lot of people because they like to take those resources. So what they do is they look for technicalities that they purposely put into these compacts to take the casinos so that money can just go back to the state. Yeah. I mean, let's look at the history. Like the Sioux tribe, the Lakota, they had a lot of fucking treaties with the United States government and the governments of North and South Dakota, and they never lived up to those treaties. Same goes for the Navajo, the Apache. I don't even think that Washington State recognizes the Snoqualmie tribe. The Tulalip had to vouch for them because they have a lot of power. But yeah, I mean, in general, man, you guys aren't doing too hot, and like spreading awareness ain't gonna be enough if you don't have those power brokers in those offices getting shit done. You saw what happened with the Cherokee situation, where, let's be honest, it was fucked up. You guys tried to fuck the black natives that you guys enslaved and then freed. Tried to fuck those guys out of the money, and you guys had been trying to get that money for damn near 200-300 years that they had owed you when they ran all of you guys to Oklahoma. I mean, the reality is you guys got fucked over heavy, but you're so fucking fragmented that it's easy to keep you guys fucked in the game. That's why Pine Ridge can't get a real heavy, sustainable energy movement going. That's why there are leaky pipelines all over the Midwest. The Blackfoot have pipelines that are leaking into the land, fucking up their ecosystem. You got the tribes up in Montana where they're fracking, and then entire fucking things would flood over with, I think, like oil and coal and all kinds of shit polluted the natural area around like Billings and all that. And they aren't getting any compensation. There was a time up in, what the hell was that? Up in Alaska, the Eskimos were fucked in the game over something. And Venezuela offered to help. And the white supremacists pretended to be Eskimos who represent all the Eskimos denied the help and said they were loyal to their President Bush. So you got these fucking white people, thanks to the paper genocide, that speak for you and of course will go against your interests to keep the white supremacists on top, because next to the blacks, Native Americans are the most hated. They're the most killed by the cops. White men rape more Native Americans than anyone else. They're fucked again. And it's unfortunate because it's like, all things considered, if things were actually equal, the natives would be able to go and use that land that they have, as shitty as it is in a lot of cases, and the money for those casinos, to pool their resources, and they could become a major international factor. That international cash and those international connections would allow you to broker more power to remedy a lot of these problems that are going on in Native American societies. Especially the Parks Department issue. Like, if I was a Native American, that would be the first fucking thing I got on. See, let me tell you, Jack and Daddy, so the whole purpose of the Parks Department was to cordon off large amounts of land, large swaths of land, and tie it to the U.S. government. That way, even though they weren't currently using it, and corporations weren't currently using it, it would keep the Native Americans from being able to claim it. That's what I was talking about with George Washington and that land speculation shit. It all goes back to that. Keeping the Native Americans away from large swaths of land, keeping their populations low, keeping them from industrializing, and thus keeping them at a massive fucking disadvantage. That's the reality of it. Well, yeah, like I said, there's a lot to that, and I haven't looked it up in a while. But I mean, ultimately, man, yeah, that's a lot of you guys' issues are unknown. People actually think that Native Americans are getting these fat checks and living like kings, and there are some tribes, like I said, the Tulalip tribe in Washington, they're fucking powerful. There's a couple other tribes like that, but it ain't universal, not even close. They just happen to be in a state that allowed that particular tribe to flourish. A lot of tribes up in Washington aren't doing too hot either. Same goes for California. But yeah, I mean, I'll research it later. This is a half-ass vid, but yeah, I just saw your message, and yeah, I'll get on that. All right, bitch.